everybody, it's Reena again and you're watching Rachel's Network. This is part 2 of Scratch. In the previous video, we have seen how to use Scratch online as well as offline. In this video, we will see what are the elements of Scratch, or we can say the environment of Scratch. So without wasting time, let's move on to the video. So this is how Scratch environment or the interface looks like. So here you can see that the very first expression that comes on your face might be, wow, it's so colorful, right? See, so many colors we have. So it actually drags your interest towards Scratch. First, we'll just look into what are the very basic things that are available. So here you can see a world picture. So what it actually gives you is that you can use Scratch in different languages. So for example, if I'll click over here, this is Arabic, I guess, because everything went over to the right side. So see, everything has come in Arabic. So I don't understand this. So let's go back to English. So I'll select English. See, it got converted to English. So it is actually available in so many languages. That's why people choose Scratch for the very basic coding. Next, we have file over here. So from this, you can select new to create a new file, load file from your computer, as well as save the files to your computer. Then edit we have. So edit means if by mistakenly you wrote all the codes for this particular sprite, and if in case you deleted it by mistakenly, then what you can do is go to edit and click restore a sprite. See, it came back. Okay. So this is very basic things that we have. This is the tutorial. So if you want to learn some of the very basics of Scratch, you can learn from the tutorial given over here. And this is where you need to give the Scratch project name. So whatever name you want to give, you can give over here. Just randomly I give the name. So this will be the name for my project. Here, this is the help button. If you want any help or support, you can click over here. So this was the very basic thing about Scratch. Then now we'll go to the main, that is what are the different elements that we have in Scratch. So this is also something very basic, that is you can find here a flag and a red color dot. So flag, when you slide your mouse over here, you can see it tells go, and red color is the stop. Okay, so whenever we click go, whatever code you wrote over here, that will be executed, and when you click on stop, that particular code will stop executing or running. Okay, so in the previous video we have already seen what is a program. So some instruction will be given to the computer to perform the task, right? So whenever we are clicking on go, that instruction starts to execute, but when we click on stop, that will stop executing. Okay, so what are the main elements that are present in the Scratch is, that is we have an upper right corner over here. So this part is known as the stage. So basically what is stage? Stage is somewhere a performance is carried out, right? So similarly, whatever you want, whatever that is the game or animated stories or any text animation, whatever you want, everything will be performed here on the stage. That is, you can see everything on the stage. So currently I have only a cat over here, so that's why it's showing only a cat here. Okay, so I guess the upper right corner is clear. Now if you'll see in the lower right corner, you can find there are two parts. One is the stage backdrop and the other one is for the sprite, that is for the selection of the sprite. So if you want a backdrop for the stage, what you can do is, there are many options. Either you can choose a backdrop, or you can paint a backdrop, or you can get randomly one by clicking the surprise one, or if you don't want any of these, you can upload a backdrop from your computer. Okay, so first, for example, surprise. So I don't know what is going to come. Surprise, randomly one garden came over here. Either you can select this, or you can go to paint. When you click on paint, see these options you might have already learned in the MS Paint, so you can use that. So whatever you draw over here, that will come as a backdrop over there. Next option is to choose a backdrop. So either you can choose from here, or you can search from here. If I want something related to water, I click on water and I'll get something as water as a backdrop. Okay, I guess backdrops are clear. Now let's see what is there next to this, that is the sprite. So here already I have a cat. If in case I don't want this cat, if you will click on this sprite, there will come a dustbin option will come. Just click on that and that gets deleted. If you want to add a new sprite, sprite is what? A character, that is the actor who we want on the stage. Okay, so either you can choose a sprite, the same thing as we did for the backdrop. So either you can choose a sprite from here. So if I want a dog, if I'm not finding a dog over here, to simply find a dog, I'll type a dog over here, and whichever dog you want, you can just select over here. So this is the sprite. So this is one option of getting a sprite. Another is again a painting. So if in case I want to draw a fish or something, I'll get it as a sprite. See, this is the second sprite. If you want, you can change the sprite's name over here. So I'm just deselecting it and I'll give it as a name as fish. Then next is surprise. When I click here, I don't know, randomly one sprite will come over here. See, something came over here. And then the last option is to upload a sprite from your system. So if you don't like any one of these, you can upload. So currently I don't have anything in my system, so maybe I can select this water drop and click open on this, and you can see that it came as a sprite over here. Okay, so in the sprite option, one we have already seen. If you want to change their names, you can change their names. Next is their position. So when you change its position, you can see the x and y axis actually changes. See, x and y is changing. So either you can change the position. Next, if you want to hide it or show it, if you want to hide this, you can click on hide. If you want to show it, you can click on show. This you will understand when to hide and when to show in the upcoming videos. Next is size. I don't want this to be very big, so I can't crop it or make it small. What you need to do is, now it is 100. If I want to reduce the size, I can give it as a 50. If I want it to be 50, see, the size reduces. Next, direction. So 90 degree. See, the direction it's showing, correct? So if something else, see, whichever direction you want the sprite to be, you can just select that. For in case I want it like this, then I can give the direction like this, -161. I hope this part is clear about sprite, the backdrop and the stage. Next, this blank part, that is the white part over here, all the coding will scratch, is that you need not write even a single piece of code in this. Only what you need to do is just drag and drop the codes from the code section. So whatever code you want, just drag and drop it over here, and your game or whatever it's there in your mind, that will be created within minutes. So these things, that is in the code, we have many different parts. So motion, looks, sounds, events, control, sensing, operators, variables, and my block. So this we will see one by one in different videos. So in the next video, I'll explain you about all these codes. See, it is so beautiful. Different colors are there for each coding palette. Next, we have costume. I'll just tell you about costume, what it is. So while writing the code, so for each you need to write the code, means for each. When I select this, see, you can see here that in the coding part, dog comes. So for the dog, we need to write the code here. Next, when we click fish, you can see the fish comes over here. So for the fish, the code will be written over here. Similarly, for each, you need to write the code for them. Then costumes. So for example, so I'll just delete all these, okay, so just to show you. So for example, if I want to change the costume of this dog, so initially I wanted to look like this, and then after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, that is, the dog is jumping or dog is coming down, something like that. If I want, see, the dog turned around, if you want to show. So like this, you can keep on changing the costume. So these are few costumes available over here. So you can select and you can keep on changing the costume whenever required. And then we have the sound palette over here. So because this is a dog, the sound already preloaded is a barking sound. Okay, dog barking. If you don't like that, similarly, you can choose a sound. So either you can choose what is there in this, or you can record one. So choosing a sound, see, many sounds are there. See, many space, sport, voice, wacky, loops, notes, whatever you want, you can select from here. Or what you can do is, you can record a sound. So go to record, and if I'll click over here and say something, that is, Hey everybody, welcome to Rachel's Network. Stop recording, play this and see. See, it got recorded. If you want it to be complete, so here you can trim however you want. You can just trim and select it and then save this. Okay. So for this particular dog, if I want this recording to play whenever this dog comes, so whatever I recorded, it will come, or surprise, something different, a surprise thing came over here, you don't know. Okay, so music played, or if you have some sound uploaded in your system, you can bring that sound from that audio from your system. I hope the basics of Scratch, that is the elements, are very clear. In the next video, we will see the code, that is which code we will see, the motion code we'll see. So meet you all up in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Reena.